Thanks for your question. Does living together ensure future marital success? Now, let me tell you one thing. Living together is a process and a way of living by which you try to ascertain whether you are compatible as partners and probably are ready for a long term commitment or not, and whether if you choose to be in a long term commitment, will you be happy or not. Now, let me tell you certain things that living together and marriage may be similar in certain ways, but then, even having said that, there are a lot of differences between living together and actually getting married. Now, when you live together, you are living like lovers, where you have a limited responsibility towards each other. You are not a man and a wife, so you are not bound to make adjustments. You are not out in the open. You are not surrounded by relatives, you are not surrounded by in-laws, you are not bound by any laws which will make you think, feel and act in a certain way. So people who think that living together is a nice preparation for marriage, yes, partly, but not entirely. Now we have to also understand one thing, that in a country like ours, marriage is not something which happens between two individuals, it happens between two families. So when you are living together, you are actually just the two of you, with no interaction with the society or probably nothing to bind you. But once you are married, your whole perception of yourself changes. You start acting like a husband and a wife, and then your roles in the society change. The society gives you new roles. You have to adopt to new roles. You have to go to relatives place. You have to be a part of the society. You have to adjust with the in-laws, you have to adjust with the relatives, and there are so many people and a completely different environment with which you are surrounded, which is not present when you are in a live-in relationship. So probably a live-in relationship to a certain extent will help you understand how your partner deals with you 24/7, but it will not give you an entire picture, because you are living in a vacuum where only two of you are there. So it will not always work. Those who believe that a live-in relationship is a sure guarantee of marriage, I'm sorry to say that there are no guarantees, and live-in relationship has a much smaller challenge, whereas marriage has a much wider challenge. It is much more complex, many more adjustments are needed, and it is a much more tougher path than probably living together.